Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you would be safe and sound inside your homes in these days of pandemic. The COVID-19 infection is gaining pace day by day. Its rate of infection and also death rate is increasing. So we have to follow the precautionary measures that are being issued by the state machinery and health department to save ourselves first. Life is a precious gift of God, and first we need to save our lives, and then we should give preference to the rest of the things that are related to life. The students' educational institutions are shut, economic activities are partially going on. We can say that 30% economic activities are on, rest 70% are still resting or under in disturbance. In these days of pandemic, we have to minimize our physical contacts when we go out. In case of any emergency, we have to keep the proper social distancing. Dear students, your examinations form were submitting shortly, so do prepare the things inside your homes by which you can crack the examinations uh, with ease and also can defeat the COVID-19 infection. That's only the medication or remedy for it. Today morning, a young lady, wife of Javed Ahmed Sheikh, principal Dynamic Educational Institute, Kokrusa, passed away. She was a nice and very young lady. May her soul fetch eternal peace and prosperity, and may Almighty Allah bestow courage to the bereaved family to overcome or to the loss they met with. Dear students, without use of whiteboard, today we are dealing with the class 11th subject to political science, and topic under discussion is how is cabinet related to president. Dear students, 100 times I have told you India has opted parliamentary type of government. In parliamentary type of government, there is double set of executive. One is the nominal executive, another the real executive. The president of India is the head of the state, while the prime minister is the head of the government. All the powers are given in the name of president, executive powers, but in real they are exercised by the prime minister of India. In 1976, 42nd constitutional amendment came in, and there is clear cut definition that the president of India has to act on the advice of prime minister always. Dear students, when Lok Sabha election takes place, Lok Sabha election takes place after a term of 5 years. The party that gains the majority, and had they choose their head, and the head of that very party becomes the prime minister, and he is appointed by the president of India. On the advice of prime minister, then the rest of the cabinet is formed. But India is India has multi-party system, but sometimes no party gets absolute majority to form the government, and there is always a confusion or conflict or deadlock in choosing the head among the different parties. So the president can appoint any person at that very moment. The president uses his discretion. He can appoint any person as the prime minister of India, but he has to prove his majority on the floor. He has to prove his majority on the floor. Dear students, all the cabinet decisions are taken in the name of president. Remember, all the cabinet decisions are taken in the name of president, but cabinet decisions are taken by the cabinet ministers headed by the prime minister. So decisions are taken in the name of president, but they are taken by the ministers, cabinet ministers headed by prime minister. Prime minister serves as a link or a bridge between the cabinet and the president. The major decisions taken in the cabinet are the, this prime minister conveys to the president of India, and president of India can send his token of advice to the prime minister of India in certain matters, in certain decisions. So, concluding the fact that Indian president is only a nominal head. Once prime minister of first prime minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, said that post of Indian president is post of honor, not post of power. Exactly. He is no doubt the first citizen of India. He is having these powers, all executive powers in his name, but in real they are exercised by the Prime Minister of India. And so this is the relation between cabinet and he is not member of the either house of the parliament, or is not member of the, he cannot call meetings of the ministers or cabinets. He cannot preside the meetings of the cabinet. So because he is not the member of the house, neither he is the member of the Lok Sabha nor the Rajya Sabha, so he cannot call the meetings of the cabinet. He cannot supervise. Remember, he cannot supervise the work of ministers. He cannot supervise the work of ministers. He can send his suggestions to the ministers or to the prime minister, but his suggestions are never orders. This is only the token of advice. He has no role in supervising the work of the minister's cabinet. This is the cabinet format. The cabinet format runs the whole government. So all decisions are taken in the cabinet, but these decisions are taken in the name of the president, but taken by the cabinet headed by the prime minister. So it simply says he is serving as the nominal head. This is why it is called the nominal executive. Real executive is the prime minister. 42nd constitutional amendment clearly said that he has to act on the advice of the prime minister. When he appoints the governor of the state, president appoints the governor, he has to act on the advice of the prime minister. But this relation is that all the decisions are taken in the name of the president in the cabinet, and these decisions are sent to the president as the by prime minister of India. He should know these decisions, but he has no power to interfere in the internal affairs of the ministers or work of the ministers or supervise their work, because he is neither the member of the Lok Sabha nor the Rajya Sabha. But when Lok Sabha gets dissolved due to the breakdown of the constitutional machinery, he can use all these powers. He can use all these powers directly. He can use all these powers directly. Now, dear students, it's 7 minutes video, 7:30 seconds video. Before leaving the class, I am advising you. You have opted political science now as a subject, because you are new to the political science. You are 11th class students. It may look difficult for you to grasp the things initially, but slowly or gradually you may learn all the things. Before leaving, I am advising you to concentrate on self-studies. Do see these concepts on your available reference book of political science. If any sort of confusion strikes your mind, you can call me on 7006671106 or WhatsApp me on the same number. And when you post your query there by calling or by WhatsApping, within short duration of time, your query shall be answered. But I'm advising you, there is no substitution for the self-studies. To concentrate on self-studies, and you will be and your future will be bright tomorrow. Thanks. Be balanced.